Hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and today we're going to be talking about something that I think you may need. I know what you're saying, Coach, you're out on a walk again. Yes, I am, wearing my DewBu jacket, loving it, staying warm, but that's not why I'm talking to you. Today I'm going to be talking to you about this little device here, the Garmin InReach. What is it? What does it do? Why do you possibly need one? Even if you're an on-road rider, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Then we'll go to my kitchen, we'll do an unboxing, and then we'll get into some more details about it. So I'm going to just secure this right here in my pocket, and I don't have to worry about pressing the SOS button even in there. There we go. So the Garmin InReach, first off, what is it? Okay, it is a satellite-based, and yes, subscription-based safety device for you and me that could very well save your life. And you know, I don't want to sound over dramatic. This is the real thing. You know, a few years ago, there was a lady on the Appalachian Trail. She hiked off the trail. She died. She was like 100 yards off the trail. She got turned around and just couldn't find her way back and ended up dying from exposure. Now I know you're saying, well, Coach, I don't hike the Appalachian Trail. I don't need it. Well, ride a motorcycle. Well, yes, you do. Most people that watch this channel ride a Can-Am Spyder or a motorcycle of some kind, whether it's an adventure motorcycle in the woods, motorcycle on the road, Can-Am Spyder touring all over the place. So why would you need one? You know, recently there was a YouTuber who was in a motorcycle accident and he was thrown clear off of his motorcycle. And you know, a lot of times what happens when you have an accident, your cell phone is attached to your motorcycle. And therefore, you're out there, you're exposed. You don't have a way to get help. And you could lay on the side of the road and die. This little device can save your life. So for, you know, like 11 bucks a month. So basically 2 cups of Starbucks coffee. I know you don't drink Starbucks, but just bear with me here. It's a pizza. It's less than a pizza a month. Here's the cool thing. If you do just their Freedom Plan, you pay a $35 a year initiation fee kind of thing. And then you can turn it on when you go on a tour. So if you're only going to tour 2 months of the year, only activate it for those 2 months. You'll spend less than 60 bucks for the whole year. I've just gotten to where I like having the thing with me. If I'm out walking, I have it. If I'm out on the motorcycles, I have it. If I'm on the Spyder, I have it. Because if I get thrown clear of something in an accident, I could lay there and die and no one would know I was there. So how does it work? Well, first off, let's do the unboxing. All right. So the Garmin InReach, here it is. Now, for those who, you know, want this kind of thing, and you know, in the road riding community, is this a good thing to have? You know, I guess you have to make a decision as to what you think is important as far as cell coverage. And I know that cell coverage isn't the issue that it once was, but this is definitely a backup plan. Certainly if you're hiking or out in the woods or adventure riding, this is something that I think is really quite necessary. So let's unbox it and then we'll talk about some features. So first let's talk about the price. This device is MSRP is at like $399. I got it for $299 on sale at REI. There you can download the Garmin Messenger app for it. There's a little code right there for you to download the Garmin Messenger app. Here it is. You can see size-wise, it is quite small. Very, very nice. Again, this is the InReach Mini 2. So what is in the box? Well, paper. Get the box out of the way. So the Mini, a carabiner, and a small charging cable. So that's everything that's in the box. It's very anticlimactic. Nice little owner's manual. And we will talk about features and what this will get you and what it can actually provide for you. Coach Vic is messing with me in the background. All right. So you have a quick start manual, and then it's just in multiple languages. Hold and power the device on, follow the on-screen instructions to select your language, download the Garmin Messenger app, which you're gonna have to do, download the Garmin Explorer app to your phone, log in and create your account information, sync your device to Garmin Messenger and Explorer, and that's how you start. In order to have a lot of the other functions that this thing does provide, you're going to have a subscription. They range from $12 a month all the way up to probably $70 a month. A lot of features. We will talk about all that, but just the basic $11 a month is going to get you everything you need as far as rescue is concerned. So let's download some apps and see what we got. Now this may seem Barney Rubble to most people, and I think it will, what I mean by that is just the ultimate simplicity. However, for those who don't know, when you have a code like that, you simply take your camera and you look at that code, you tap on it, and it will take you to where you need to go to get that app. And that's all there is to it. So it comes up with the Garmin Messenger. We're just going to click Get, and there we go. I'm going to open this, and we're going to scroll through and see what all it says. Here it goes. Stay connected with your friends. Sounds exciting. Share in adventures as they unfold, and connect InReach device to stay connected anywhere. So it uses your satellites is what it's doing so that you won't get, in big trouble. Now it's going to ask me if I want to allow permissions and that sort of stuff, sign away your first child and all that. So we'll pull this plastic off here. We'll turn it on and see what happens. It's coming on, and it's asking me English, of course, for me. Warning, messaging and tracking and SOS require an active subscription. Always test your device before you go. Okay. To get started, download the Garmin Messenger app, which I have already done. Okay, so got the app. Now let's turn it on. We're going to click OK. It's going to message OK. Ready to connect InReach Mini 2. Connect it. Here we go. It's going to ask me for a pairing code. You see the code comes up here. I just connected my phone. I'm going to create an account. All right, I'm logged into the account. Very, very simple. Now it says activation required. Activate your device to access features such as SOS, off-grid messaging, tracking, weather, and more. We're going to click Activate Now. You're going to select your country or region. I'm in the United States. The next screen is primary contacts for emergency contacts. So basically, in case of an SOS, personal information will be shared with these emergency contacts. So these are people that you want these backup. You have a primary and a secondary. All right, now here's where you get into contract plans, and you can do different plans. They have different ones, okay? Here's an annual contract plan, 12 months, one-time activation of $30. And then this is a freedom plan with an activation. It says ideal for seasonal or occasional use. Suspend service when you don't need it. Upgrade or downgrade for your plan for free. And minimum 30-day commitment when you activate or upgrade has a $35 a year activation fee. So it's $4 more to activate it to do a freedom plan. So they have different ones, obviously. You've got the safety plan, the recreation plan, the expedition plan. I am simply going to go with this basic one. Here's the details on it. Unlimited SOS calls, 10 text messages a month, unlimited check-in messages, and pay per tracking point. And for $35, if I was going to go out on the Tiger for, say, in the woods for a month or something, I would do this. This does a lot of 10-minute tracking check-ins, so it will actually post on a map where you are. But I'm going to go with just the basic safety plan here. When you activate the SOS, a message is sent to Garmin International Emergency Response Coordination Center. They notify the appropriate emergency responders and stay in communication with you until and your emergency contacts throughout the SOS. This service does not cover potential expenses incurred during a rescue. In other words, this doesn't pay for the life flight out of there, but this gets the person there. Now, this is very, very important. So I know you're saying, well, maybe I don't need that. Well, you know what? If you run your motorcycle into the ditch or you get run off the road by a car in the middle of the night, this little SOS button and this connected to your jacket could very well save your life. It's worth $12. Search and rescue insurance. Help protect against potential search and rescue expenses with optional insurance. I'm not going to do search and rescue insurance. It's $39 a year. I'm not going to add that. Here's the search and rescue HR plan. All search and rescue 100 benefits, high altitude rescue, high risk activity, base jumping and all that. I'm not doing the hang gliding and paragliding, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm going to continue without coverage. This is just, I'm saying that I understand and that they're going to take my money. And now I'm going to pull all this up to the side and put in a credit card. All right, at this point, we are activating the InReach. Tap here to pair your InReach. All right, you can see that it's transferring the data off of my phone onto my device right now, but it shows that my Mini 2 is connected right now, so which is really, really cool. And once it's activated, it'll have my name and all of my data on it. It will have Coach Vic's phone number, our address, my son's phone number. So in the event that something happens to me, they would get her and him on the phone, and they would have me in contact with emergency help, and they would stay on the line with all of us while I'm getting help. Device is activated, complete setup, let's do it. Edit check-in. Okay, check-in messages are a convenient way to send messages to a specific group of recipients. You can customize the recipient list to check in your message. Check-in messages will include your location if available. So I'm gonna pull to the side and check that in. So I have that set up for my wife and my son, the same emergency contacts that I have. And so whenever I travel, it's gonna let them know when I leave. Stay connected. This allows you to get product news and that sort of stuff. We're going to turn that on. I'll go ahead and get that. Activation is complete. It's transferring my updates. My InReach is connected. It's at 43%. Shows me my 30 days remaining in my current billing cycle and all of that stuff, SOS, countdowns, and all of the tracking to check in. And it's doing a message check right now. Again, these plans for $11, $12 a month for a year, are they necessary? I would say if you're going to be going out a lot, they are. So what I'm going to do when I get through doing this is I'll do some messaging setup. You can go to your settings. Also, you can adjust, your contact information and that sort of thing. So you can always go back in and make these adjustments. Activation is complete. I'm just going to press the OK button, and it says a software update is available. And so I'm going to press OK. And it's going to say update now. I'm going to find a USB port and I'm going to update this right now. And although I know I don't have to say this, remember whenever you're running updates and things of that nature, it's always best to have a USB plugged in here so that, you don't run out of battery or whatever. Now I've never used this, so I'm not even sure where to plug the USB in. So let's see. So the USB, there's a little weather cap right here. You just pull that cap out, just like on their Zumos, it kind of fits that same way. Should be charging up at this point. And we are going to update right now. Hit OK. But as you can see, these little devices, they're very small, and you can get a little lanyard and you hang it on your jacket, or you can hook it into the lapel of your jacket. You can hook it on a backpack, hydrate, anything, but you want it on your person. That way, if you fall, if you get thrown from the vehicle, if you have a problem, if you fall, you can get help even if you don't have cell coverage. So we're done. We have a message right here. Has a message on it already. Come here to our messaging, and here it is. You can see here, now this is pretty cool. Sean Smokes, who runs the Smokes vlogs, he is on the Garmin Messenger board. These are people that are in my contact list. This guy right here owns a tree service. And so they are working on trees, climbing up and down, very dangerous work. All you do on the left-hand side, you have arrows that scroll up and down. So this tracking is just where you share it with others. I can turn it on by clicking start tracking. I've got it off because I'm not really sharing it right now, but I can start sharing that anytime that I want to. And get forecast, a nice weather forecast for the area. All right, hourly forecast, there you go. There it is. And it's telling you, where my Garmin is and that sort of thing. So again, there's my weather on the device itself. It will keep it updated on the device. There you go. Very cool. So that's all there is to setting this up. Very, very easy. You just take your time. It's not complicated at all. I'm going to walk away from this thing and let it charge. That's all there is to it. So let's look at it. Now, all you have to do once you activate your account, and it's really simple to do. If I can do it, anybody can do it. But once you get it, you have your group. You have your primary and secondary contact. And what this does, there's an SOS button right here. And you can do this with one hand. And my hands are cold. I flip that up. There's a button under that. That is not actually the button. That's a cover for it. You press that SOS button, you don't have to have cell coverage. All you got to do is have a functioning finger. You press that button. Here's the cool thing, even if you have the darn thing turned off, if you flip that cap off and try to touch that button, it activates for help. What it does is it calls the people at Garmin. They now have a lock on your location, and on your contact list, they call those people. They'll have you, your spouse, whoever else you put on there, which in this case I put my son on there. So it would have me and Vicky and my son and the Garmin help people, all while activating emergency services to come get me wherever I am based on a GPS location. You know, if I had fallen and I was going to die, I think I'd like to tell my wife I love her one last time, even if they couldn't get to me. Now, when I walk out here in the woods, there's no cell coverage. Well, there are animals out here. I could get attacked by a bobcat, a bear, bitten by a snake. It's nice to know that help is possible. And without it, there are places that there just would be no help for me. And again, I can't tell, most motorcycle riders, they don't end up on their motorcycle. The number of stories I've heard of people lying in a ditch overnight and someone just happening to find them, or they were laying at the bottom of a ravine and they could hear the cars going by. They could hear people, but couldn't get any help. Man, the thought of that, that's just horrifying. So for 11 bucks a month, 10 bucks a month, why not? I'm doing it. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna do it. And it's on my person. Well, most of my times, again, my phone is affixed to the motorcycle. So if I get in an accident and I'm separated from it, I could lay there and die, which doesn't sound real appealing. So the Garmin InReach, it ain't cheap. I think they're $3.99 normally. When I saw them go on sale, I'm like, had planned on buying one anyway, but that just said, I gotta go ahead and do it. Since I've gotten it, when I'm riding or walking again, it's on me. It's on me. Well, there you have it. The Garmin InReach. Is it cool? Yeah. Is it awesome? Yeah. Do you need one? Yeah, you do. I think you do. It could very well be the only hope you have. All right, there you go. Another one in the books. All right. So you do me a favor. Go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself. And remember, if you're not having fun, you are definitely doing it wrong. Now, I'll be doing another video with all of the features on this thing, but I just wanted you to know basically what it's about and that yes, you do need one. You go seize the day. I'll see you on the road real soon.